So it's a big shed here?
Yeah, so there's enough cubicles in here for 380 cows.
Yeah.
I will push it up to about 400, 410, because obviously we've got the feed space out there, so I'm not overly too bothered. Not all the cows will be lying down at the same time. So yeah, that's not too bad.
Okay, so you were saying then your bedding material then?
Yeah, so bedding is just sawdust, lime. It's like a Harley's mix that we get from locally down the road. And then a bit of green bedding mixed in, like 50-50. And yeah, it's really, really, really good bedding. We don't have many issues at all with mastitis. Yeah.
Good. This gate here then, does it swing?
Yeah, so all the crossovers all have these swinger gates.
Yeah.
It's really good for segregating cows, and especially we move cows around an awful lot. You'll see here as well, we have loads of lines on the roof. That's for different minerals, so we can put dry cow minerals on that side of the farm, that side of the shed, and this side of the shed. We don't tend to do that anymore because we haven't got as many cows.
Yeah.
And we just try to keep it as simple as possible.
Would you demonstrate the gate there?
Yeah, no problem. Really good design, actually.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah, really easy. So these will just layovers will get scraped every morning.
Yeah.
We'll go and have a look at the calving yard, and then we'll have a look at calves.
Yeah. So no scrapers, George, all manually done or whatever with the machine?
Yeah, we have hand scrapers obviously for the layovers, but everything's done by, it's a very, very expensive way to scrape.
Okay.
But obviously, because the passageways are really wide, we've always used loaders.
You're happy with Kramer, you were saying?
Yeah, happy with Kramer.
Yeah.
We, as with every machine, we tend to get a bit of problems, but the way we structure it is that we have 3 Kramers, one every year, and then they all have 3-year warranty.
Okay.
So we do that to keep the costs down. With machinery repairs, costs as they are at the minute, it's high risk to not have anything under warranty.
Okay.
And these new machines with so much electronics on, it's very, very expensive.
Yeah.
So this is the calving yard. 28 we normally have in here. If they're peak calving, because we have so many calving, I do push it to 30. Fresh pen, sweet spot's 8, max is 10, which is on the other side.
Okay.
And then everything here is on the liquid mineral dry cows.
Is that same bedding as on the cubicles?
Yeah, same bedding as on the cubicles, bedded every day.
Okay.
The cubicles are bedded every other, and then we have a blade that we run through to take the mounds down in between the cubicles.
Yeah.
That works really well.
Yeah. Do you mix the material yourself, or did you buy it already?
We mix it, yeah. You'll see in the feed sheds that we mix it there. We'll get Will to show you that.
Yeah. You have a simple crossover, have you?
Yeah. So normally in the morning, we'll send the first 150 down here, because each of these bays has enough feed space for 150 cows. So we only have enough cubicle space for 400, but we have enough feed space for 5. So when we're grazing in the spring, we'll send the one group round, and then they'll go on the outside barrier, have their buffer, and go straight down. So that works really well when we have the springers still grazing in late autumn, because they just go round, have the buffer, and then go out to grass.
So why is this here, this part?
So this, as you can see here, this is the dry cow feed.
Yeah.
And then up there's the milkers. So this just stops the milkers picking up the dry cow feed as they go down the shed.
Okay.
And then the same thing on those water troughs, because that's dry cow mineral and that's dose per cow.
Yeah, so they rotate up here then, George?
Yeah, do you want me to show you? So it just lifts up like so. Hook the chain round.
Yeah, that's simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
We do also have LED lights that also change to red. It's meant to increase fertility and milk production, but I wouldn't say we monitor the data close enough because we don't have any milk yield monitors in the parlour to see if it's made a difference. But our fertility has gone up since I first started coming here, working 5 years ago. So we have a system with fresh cows. We do 3 milkings, and then normally in the tank we don't CMT tests. We pick up the high cell counts when we do a milk recording, but we have a RMS chalk and we do a line for every milking they have, so then everyone knows that a line is how many milkings. If they don't milk, we'll put a cross on their back, so then we know if we're going to have to maybe give that heifer or cow some oxytocin after. Fresh cow protocol is we like to have give the heifers the calmest first experience in the parlour possible, because if you give them a bad experience, they're a nightmare for bloody a week, 2 weeks. So we just get a bit of milk off them, depends on how much colostrum we need. We'll just get a tiny bit of milk off them, and then we'll let them out.
Okay. So with organics, you use any dry cow therapy, or?
We personally don't do any dry cow therapy at all. We don't even use Orbisil.
Yeah.
That was a decision made by Dad before I came home.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't use any iodine in the parlour post-dip, and we also don't pre-wipe the cows unless they're really muddy.
Yeah.
We did have a cell count spike when we first started doing that, because obviously the cows have to get used to the system, but we've been doing it 2-3 years. Cell count doesn't go above 200, and the back toe is never above 30 really, so if it's not broke, we're not going to fix it. We might think about dry cow therapy further down the line, but I'd rather probably, just because of the where we're going with the business, we'll probably go down a more homeopathic route.
Yes.
And try that instead, and then if that doesn't work, then yeah, we'll have to consider using antibiotics, but it's not something we're focusing on too much at the minute. So these are the pens of 10. We have about 25 Anguses in here at the minute, and then we have another 60 round the back.
Yeah.
So most these are genus Angus, and then we use on Australian Angus as well, called West Coast. I like a smaller stature Angus with a wide snout and a big belly, because to me that just screams grazing animal. So we're hoping to finish them just on grass. We will potentially drop cow numbers next year, and then we'll have combi crop to feed them if we need to finish them off, but we are hoping just to finish them on grass.
And so why more of beef, George, and less of milk?
Why more of beef? Well, we're hoping to sell a bit, hopefully, to consumer. Yeah. Go down the direct line, and beef price at the minute is pretty good, and we made the decision last year to do it. So happy with how they're growing. Growing just under a kilo a day. The Anguses are. Yeah. I mean, the dairy heifers aren't doing as well. They're about 0.85. So I think we are going to have to, because we do feed TMR from like 4 months age. I think we might just go down giving them a nut for until they're about 5 months, and then go on to the TMR blend after. So they're just on the autumn's diet at the minute, so they just get fed the TMR. I don't know exactly.
All organic again?
Yeah, all organic. Yeah, we won't be going away from organic anytime soon. Yeah. So this is the new heifer rearing shed, or R1 shed. We are going to be building this end of the summer an R2 shed over there for about 150. This can hold 120, but we only have 95 in here at the minute. The shed design, I wouldn't say we're overly pleased with it. We are going to have to put some boarding in to reduce the wind. Especially this winter, we had an awful lot of wind coming through here, and it just hit the calves head on and gave them a massive wind chill. Yes. We did cut their backs, as you can see here. We did that in the autumn because the temperature was fluctuating so much. They were sweating. It was really warm in the day, then really cold at night. They were sweating a lot, so we trimmed their backs to try and keep them at a constant temperature. Okay. So we will have to put some boarding in or some windbreakers, maybe put these gates across, weld something in, and then put some boarding up just so they have a bit of shelter.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, this roof shouldn't really be this high.
Yeah,
but,
it's quite high.
we weren't, it wasn't our design. So apart from that, yeah, it's a really good shed.
There's quite a lot of animals there.
Yeah, 95 are in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 95. Yeah, well.
So they're looking onto a busy site.
Yeah, they have a view of a lot
plenty of
going
action
on.
around there,
Yeah, plenty going on there.
Yeah.